Good afternoon. Welcome to Season 2 of Power Women, our tribute to women who are not afraid to make a difference. I'm Gilbert Ocao, the online editor of the Freeman, and joining me today is no less than the head of the Cebu City Police Office, Director Royina Garma, Colonel Royina Garma. Ma'am, salamat for coming over. Welcome to Power Women.
Yes, thank you for inviting me also. As
Of course, yes.
Especially it's Women's Month.
Yes, Happy Women's Month to all of you women out there. Okay, I think I have to start by asking, paano ka napunta sa police service?
Okay, it's not my dream of becoming a police officer. So maybe I was led to this career because maybe this is my fate. Siguro I'm destined to become a police officer. So I just accompanied my brother, who during that time was very interested of joining the PNP force. But so nung sinamahan ko siya, I do not want to waste my time waiting. So I also took the examination with him. And unfortunately, he failed. Fortunately, I passed. So after that, I researched on what are the benefits if I will join the academy. So I realized that it's more practical to join. First, I will be receiving a salary already, which is similar to the salary of my father, kasi SPO4 siya ng police ng tatay ko. Second is, the training is just two years, and after training, I'm assured of a work or a job, and officer pa sa PNP.
Yes.
And during that time, Congress is working on the increase of the salary. Although pagpasok ko, one of the lowest paid ang police. So nakita ko na nagkakaroon ng recognition on the work of the PNP, the police force. And in 1995 ako pumasok. I was the third batch na pumasok sa academy. Ang first batch, 1995, isa lang ang nakagraduate, nakasurvive.
Okay.
Dalawa sila pumasok, isa nakapasa, nakatapos. And then 1996, there are 15 na pumasa. 97, my batch, 12 na lang kami. Out of 16 na pumasok.
Okay. Pero nasabi mo nga, your father is also a police officer. He did not encourage you also to join?
No, he didn't. It was my mother who was then a nurse kasi namatay na. Siya ang nag-expose sa amin sa medical na work field, sa dinadala ko sa hospital. But I don't find the hospital my place na imagine ko sarili ko in the future. Kasi narurumihan ako, hindi ko gusto yung smell.
It's just not for you, the hospital.
Actually, sabi magkakapatid, walang naging nurse eh.
Okay.
Nag-police kami, though hindi naman kami encourage.
How many of you in the family are in the police service?
Tatlo kami magkakapatid, yung brother ko saka ako. Finally, naging police din yung brother ko after 3 attempts.
Ikaw siguro yung naging inspiration.
Ewan ko lang, siguro nga, hindi siya nag-give up. Although stable na yung job niya sa private company noon. Hindi stop because talaga gusto niya.
Siya talaga yung may gusto.
Siya talaga may gusto.
Okay.
Hindi lang niya time siguro.
Yeah, any regrets so far joining the police force?
No, I didn't because I'm happy in the force. Napakaraming challenges and ang maganda sa organization kasi namin hindi siya close or sarado. So if you run the station, you run a unit, you have your meron decision making and maganda doon na nagiging flexible ka. So dito mo magagamit yung initiatives mo, yung pagiging innovative mo, and everything.
Yung pumasok ka sa academy, ilan kayong babae in your batch?
16 kami na nag-take off. 12 survive or graduate.
Okay. So these are all women?
All women.
Okay.
Out of 250.
Okay. Wow. So, tatlo ang hindi nakasurvive?
Hindi nakasurvive. Yung isa mentally hindi nakayanan. She has to quit and leave the training.
Okay.
Yung iba na-quit because of the demand physical training kasi medyo rigid.
Okay. Give us an idea, especially those who might want to join the academy in the future. Give us an idea of how it is inside the academy. Meron ba mga special treatment ang babae o lalaki? Or do you undergo the same training from beginning to end?
So in terms of gender, yung training design for women is kumbaga fitted sa biological structure na to naming mga babae.
Okay.
So we join, we participate on the same activities. But merong binigay sa amin parang opportunity to cope up because hindi man tayo kasing lakas at kasing because
Physically.
men bata pa lang ginugroom na condition ng mind na they can do almost everything, can run, can jump, can know everything. Sa is parang there is this limitation when we were growing up. So when we were there, we were also given the chance, the opportunity to yung humabol. Unfortunately, nakakahabol kami because in our batch, walang nag-faint during formation. Natayuan hanggang 3 to 4 hours.
Wow,
Ang
okay.
lalaki, gumagano na, natutumba na lang sa ground. Ang babae, wala.
Bakit gano'n?
I don't know. Siguro, mas siguro, trait mind over body, discipline, and when you are too confident kasi na kaya mo parang,
Okay. Naging complacent.
samantala kami na we have to really exert effort and, condition our mind that we can do it para walang masabi. Ganun yung pressure na ganun. So, nakayanan namin na sumasabay kami mag-jogging. Wala namang hinimatay sa amin during jogging. Nung mga first 2 weeks, medyo naiwanan kami. Pero habang tumatagal, lumalakas kami, nade-develop kasi yung lakas mo sa loob.
Okay.
So habang tumatagal, nakakasabay na kami. And then, minsan kami na yung nag-lead. May mga mabibilis tumakbo din ng mga kaklase ko. Ako, tama lang ako Pero may mga classmate ako talaga na na-develop. They can run the same time
With the men.
Nakakabuhat din ng mga backpack ng 10 to 15 kilos and we can run with all the rifles.
Wow.
Hindi kami nahulugan ng replay. Wala akong natandaan na babae. Nahuhulog ko na nababalikan pagka nagsiyasat, something like that.
Okay. Aside from the physical limitations, ano ba yung mga challenges na...
Academics, nasa top 10, 2, 3 sa klase namin mga babae.
Okay.
In fact, yung PD nga na si Kihor, if I'm not mistaken, number 3 ata namin yan.
Okay.
Nasa top 10 namin yan.
PD
Babae siya.
is police director.
The provincial director
Provincial
of si Kihor,
director, sorry.
Police Senior Superintendent Rehano, Angela Rehano, nasa top 10 namin sa academics.
Okay.
Sa academy.
Okay. So from the academy, what was your track?
After sa academy, we were made to choose the region na saan kami pwede ma-assign. So it was really my dream to start my career in Mindanao. And then my plan is from Mindanao, magiging Visayas, going to Luzon.
Okay.
So I chose yung medyo challenging and difficult na area because I said this is, I'm still young, I'm single during that time. So I am free to do everything. Hindi ako mag-iisip ng ano pa, di ba? So doon ako mag-start sa Mindanao ako.
Okay.
So my first option was Region 11 and then Region Caraga was the second, I think. And then Cagayan de Oro. So napunta ako ng Region 11.
How difficult, or if it is difficult, how difficult is it to be a woman in a largely male-dominated sector like the police sector?
Okay. Nandun yung, when I was, during training, we already felt yung, like, especially sa classmate namin, they're treating us like a special ba? Like, females do not join this activity because you might not be able to perform well. Female, you're limited to this, only to that. Only. During our time kasi sa training, I was in the battalion staff. So, meron din, 2 kami, ang nasa battalion staff, same company, lumalaban kami.
Okay.
No, sabi namin, kailangan may babae. Hindi pwedeng walang babae sa group na yan.
So, ayaw yung mga special treatment?
Ayaw namin, kaya ng babae. So, sinusugod namin yung S1 namin nun na gumagawa ng detail. Isama mo ang babae. Kung may engagement sila, kailangan may babae. Arrival honors, lagyan mo ng babae. Baka daw mag-backdown, matagal. Kaya ng babae.
Okay.
So, doon pa lang sa training, actually, isa na ako doon sa nag-assert na may babae because kaya namin. huwag mo kaming isara.
Mm.
Kasi kung isara mo ang opportunity, ikaw mismo, hindi mo ma-realize na kaya pala namin kasi hindi pa namin ginagawa.
Mm.
Nagko-conclude ka na hindi namin kaya.
Okay.
So, pasok, babae, lahat, everything na mga activists mo. So, nung nasa PNP na ako, it's good that, may mga senior officers kami who vouched na I can handle a specific
Your
position
capacity.
where they are, or where our CDDM and other staff officers noon, medyo may reservation kung kaya ko hindi.
Okay.
So, I owe that to retired Colonel Pintak, who actually vouched that kaya niya, ilagay natin. So, my first exposure sa field, sa operation was, I was designated as the team of the anti-vice of Davao City.
Okay.
So, that was the first field operation na nag-alalay siya, nag-guide niya ako hanggang nung,
Ano yung mga
kaya naman pala
responsibilities na ma'am?
we focus on three fields. If you're the team leader of anti-vice, you will always lead the team to conduct mga police operation against illegal gambling, illegal drugs, and prostitution and bars. So that was my first, mga 1 year, almost 2 years ako sa pwesto na yun.
Okay.
As a team leader. And all my personnel are men. Matanda pa sa tatay ko, mga barako. I was only 23 years old at the time.
Wow. Okay.
And then, so I'm leading mga 2 teams of puro barako ng mga lalaki. So, naning kamot gud ko.
Okay.
I studied, I read books, I personally prepare affidavits because I want to learn talaga, nag-hands-on ako. Because ang working attitude ko that time is that hindi masama magkamali. Ang masama nito kung tumataas ng rank mo, mali-mali pa ginagawa mo.
Pabalik-balik yung mga
Yes,
mali. Okay.
because hindi ka nag-aral. So when I was inspector, I asked questions. Kuya, bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? Bakit ganito ginawa niyo? Di ba sa libro ganito? Tinuturuan ma'am kasi ganito, ganyan. So doon ko natutunan yung police na work talaga. It's different from the books and yung reality.
Yes, okay.
And would you believe noon, pag-operate kami, na-relieve yung driver ko. Akong team leader, akong babae, akong official, ako driver. Hey, please mag-ano kayo mag-drive, no? I am your boss and I'm the one driving, no? Alam niyo, ay mga lalaki. So they were challenged to learn. Oh yes, ang dami sila nakabili ng sasakyan after nagpasalamat. Kung hindi ka namin naging boss, ma'am, hindi kami makakabili, hanggang motor lang kami. So I challenge them, you better drive. Because ako yung team leader nyo, ako pang babae, ako youngest. Yet I'm the one driving for you guys. So nag-aral din sila.
Wala
So,
bang hesitations nun? You were just 23 years old, fresh from the academy.
Wala.
Kaya ko ba to? Kasi it's a big task.
wala when you are there, hindi mo pwedeng tanungin sa sarili mo, kakayanin ko to.
Okay.
Because you're already there. So kung na-train naman kami so kakayanin ko to, nakayanan na ng iba.
What was the challenge leading a team of men who were much older than you were at that time?
Parang ako inaalagaan, instead na ako mag-alaga sa kanila. During operation, takbuhan, minsan may bakod pang ako na natawid, hindi ko alam paano nangyari yun. Nakakit na niya sa kataas, nakapatong na ako doon. And then hinahanap ako, asan si ma'am? Ako na hinanap.
Okay.
So sabi ko, wag yung hanapin. Hindi ma'am, hanapin ka namin ka baka ano mangyari sa'yo. So parang, instead na ako mag-take care sa kanila, they're the one taking care of me. Because that was the first time na ang maglilid kasi sa kanila, babaeng police, officer, babae na official. Pati sila nag-a-adjust during our time. Ngayon makita nyo marami ng babae.
Yes.
Pero nung panahon namin, kukunti ang babae, alam ko na nahihirapan din sila mag-adjust sa amin. Parang ganun din sa amin na female officers.
Okay. What characteristics did you think you have that made you effective in what you did and still do as a woman?
I didn't stop learning. Nag-aral ako. Pinag-aralan ko talaga. Yun. And then, siguro yung flexible.
Okay.
And I am very resilient also. So yun yung nakita kong naging baon ko. So I was able to to survive and be able to reach this point of my career.
So from Vice, what was next for you?
I was assigned with the women's desk. That was a 5-year pakikipaglaban ng rights ng kababaihan. And I was very thankful, even if sabihin nila na pambabaeng position, I have seen yung mga needs to na mga policy, kakulangan ng batas,
Yes.
para magkaroon ng opportunity ang mga kababaihan. So during those time, as the chief of the women's desk of Davao City, ako'y natutuwa din na very active ang mga non-government organization during that time, Gabriela, etc. And I partnered with sina Ma'am Luz Ilagan, Congressman Ilagan, Anja Canson, medyo mga Yusek Templa, sila yung mga very active during that time. At medyo ano sila sa police noon eh. So kami nag-reach out.
Okay.
And then, you know, you have to explain bakit ganun ang police, anong trabaho ng police. And that was a 5-year talaga na challenge on our part. And until finally we partnered with them, we agreed and they agreed to train our police to become gender sensitive.
Okay.
They invited us already to actively participate in the drafting ng mga laws and ordinances, like review doon sa mga 1944 natin sa CICL, sa anti-trafficking, yung rape bill, yung rape law and everything. We actively participated in all of those. So, we were glad na nagkaroon ng representation ng PNP at na-recognize ang effort. And it was during that time also that binabalansa rin namin I was also reaching out sa male counterparts namin sa Davao ng mga officers because medyo ganyan din sila noon. You can see on their faces when we are training them, sensitizing them.
Ano yung mga apprehensions nila or mga issues? Bakit it was difficult for them to become more open-minded?
Para sa kanila, they felt na kwan lang yan, seminar lang yan, passing. They don't even apply it sa work. Even sa mga correspondence, the organization of the Committee on Decorum and Investigation CODI for anti-sexual harassment cases ng mga babaeng pulis noon sa PNP. Medyo, nandiyan na, nakaset na yung mga laws, but very passive sila, parang, dyan lang yan. Implement mga ganun. So, during that time, na nasa Women's Desk ko, we pushed on at least maka one step forward ang police. So kasama na dito pagsusuot ng pantalon. Patigas ang ulo ko noon sa tingin. So bakit? Sabi ko, hindi pa rin siya ng palda sa pantalon.
Bakit noon ba? Nakapalda talaga yung
yes, we run. Nangahabol kami na nakapalda. Takupag yun. With black stocking na kapag lang init-init. So even sa training, sabi ko, ito palda lang to na kasimple. Bakit hindi nyo kami pagbigyan?
Okay.
So, yun.
So, you had to push to wear pants? Okay.
So, in-approve finally. Pero meron pang limitation. Pagka na-assign ka lang sa field, lighting, aning, ana. But if you're performing administrative work, palda ka pa rin during parade, etc. Hanggang, okay, sige na lang muna. Hanggang, nung nasanay na, we ask for more.
Okay.
Ang init-init kaya magparada na naka-stocking ka, tatayo ka na matagal. Kaya ako minsan parang malikot ka, ikaw mag-heels. Sabi ko nga, magpalitan kayo tayo muna, kahit nakaparada lang. Anong feeling mo? Tapos sasagutin ka, babae ka kasi oso. Kasalanan pala maging babae. Even positions and assignments, admin, ilagay ka sa ganito. I really push on. Sabi ko, huwag nyo tignan na babae kami for position. Tignan nyo PDS namin. Ano ang
PDS meaning?
Personal data file namin. Yung file namin. Saan ba kami magaling? Saan kami nag-excel? Ano bang kurso namin?
Okay.
Doon nyo kami ilagay ng position. So, mas lalong naging napatibay na naging nabigyan ko ng chance sa field ang mga babae when I was designated admin officer ng Davao. Pinapasakay ko na ng mobile mga babae.
Okay.
Effective naman.
Okay.
Mas maganda pa nga Mas napapasunod nila yung tao kung babae ang Nag-utos.
Bakit kaya ganun?
Mas alert. Mas marami nahuhuli na magnanakaw sa kalsada kasi mas observant, mas alert, mas babae.
Okay.
And then finally, nasa station ako, babae din ang nilagay ko sa mobile patrol ko. Sila pang unang tatalon at mas aggressive at mas magbantay sa kalsada. They don't sleep, they don't...
Hindi ba umama yung mga lalaki yung counterpart?
Wala man, tuwang-tuwa pa nga sila na may babae na.
Okay.
Na nasa ground na feeling nila nagkaroon din ng fairness. Because if you don't expose women sa field na yan, feeling din ng mga lalaki na sila lang din ang gidaog-daog. Kasi we are receiving the same salary but the opportunity sa trabaho hindi fair. So
That's
sabi
a nice
ko,
perspective Ngayon
so,
ko narinig niya.
I am fair to women at the same time I am fair to men. So that is just to put balance and fairness on both gender. So if you confine the women inside the office, that is very unfair for men na may expertise naman sana for office work na de-deprive because we thought all of them is very good sa field. Hindi naman pala.
Okay.
So, ganun yun. Kaya sinasabi ko, if you really want to have development in this country, huwag mo tingnan ang sex ng tao. Tingnan mo ang kakayahan, look, tingnan mo ang gender, yes, na person. Yun ang lagi kong ginapush.
Okay.
Noon.
Okay. You are now heading Cebu City Police Office, but you've also handled leadership positions in the past nga sa Davao. How do you define, what is Royina Garma's brand of leadership?
Ako, actually, I want to achieve yung fairness pagdating sa personal, I want to be fair. And medyo strict, hindi ako ganun ka-strict, pero ang pagiging strict ko is just to be fair sa mga nagtatrabaho at hindi nagtatrabaho, walang ganun. Yun yung style of management ko, kahit saan ako ma-assign, yun yung nakikita ng mga tao. Although, at first, akala hindi nila tanggap.
Which means?
Siguro, hindi nila tanggap kasi they felt na I'm very strict.
Okay.
Pero ang pinaka-objective ko lang naman dun is to just put these people sa tamang lugar, tamang pwesto, and then let's just treat all of them fairly. Hindi pwede na SPO4 kang sweldo mo, laki-laki, tapos lahat ng trabaho ginawa ni PO1, wala ka nang ginawa, kundi naghintay na ng 8 hindi pwede sa akin yun. So anong rank mo dyan ka dapat, exercise yung leadership.
Okay.
Ana siya, the higher the rank, the higher the responsibility, then you should lead the team.
Higher expectations.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I am more on the policy din. I'm always guided with the policy, especially sa mga staffing pattern and placement of personnel. Maniwala ako na nasa tao pa rin eh. Kahit i-provide mo lahat yung kailangan ng pulis kung yung tao pinaglalagay mo. Hindi tama. Tapos hindi nila nararamdaman na fair and just and they are treated fairly with kapwa mong mga pulis. Hindi sila ma-motivate to work hard. Maghintay na lang yan matapos yung 5 o'clock para umuwi lahat yan.
So right people for the job.
Exactly,
Okay.
yes.
Do we need more women in the police service?
Una man, sino ba nagsabi ng police work is panlalaki? Sige. It's just to open mo lang mind. May qualification naman eh. Yes.
Just for the benefit of those watching, ano yung mga requirements? For example, if you apply for the academy, is there a separate set of requirements for women and men? Ano yung pagkakaiba sa
Pagdating
requirements?
sa utak, pareho lang. Same examination, same lahat, no?
Okay.
The only difference in terms of sa physical, natin, no? Height, 5'2" sa babae, 5'4" sa lalaki, minimum.
Okay.
Now, kung bababa ka pa dyan sa height na yan, may height waiver. So, member ka dapat na indigenous group, mga minority group.
Okay.
You will be certified by the NAPOLCOM and people indigenous group, mga sectors, gano'n. Yun lang. Utak pareho. Pareho kung same examination, same na. Dapat wala kang sakit sa puso, mentally stable, same set of questions. Ang kukunin mo ang examination. Same din ang passing score. Kung itong pasado sa lahat, same sa babae.
Okay.
When it comes to sa physical exercises, mga naman, medyo, I think, kung 10 at ang lalaki, 8 ang babae, parang ganun lang. Oo.
Hindi naman ganun.
Hindi ganun kalayo din naman.
Yeah.
And then eventually, mas maraming ang babaeng makasabay na rin eh. Pagka nasanay na rin doon sa exercises. Oo.
What makes, naitanong ko na sa ito earlier, but this is you, but in general, what makes a woman an effective policeman, a policewoman?
May puso kasi kami. Alam mo yung minsan lalabas yung feminine side namin na malambot. Kung kailangan, parang ganun.
Okay.
And then, most of the babae kasi metikuloso, hindi pwede na yan. Yun na yun. O, pinag-oo siya. Dumaan siya sa akin eh. Di ba daw?
Yung mga nitty-gritty.
Hindi ka naman umiyak, no? Gaya siya, oo. Metikukan kami. Ayaw namin ng pangit, ayaw namin ng magulo, ayaw namin ng marumi, ayaw namin ng mabaho. Ayaw namin ng parang compliance bitaw for the sake na meron. Ganon. And then I don't rely on figures and statistics kasi it can be interpreted in so many ways. Either it will favor me or will not favor the PNP. Hindi ako particular sa numbers. Ang akin is, naramdaman ka ba yung impact sa buhay ng tao?
Okay.
O natuwa ba siya after? Those are my measurement kung effective. Tama ba pinagagawa namin kapulisan?
Oo. So ito yung mga values na ini-invite mo sa mga police stations dito sa Cebu City. Ayaw mo yung pangit, ayaw mo yung...
Those are small things.
Yes.
But, how can you solve the bigger things kung those small things na hindi mo kailangan mag-isip ng malalim, hindi mo nagagawa. So nakikita nyo siguro mga police stations ngayon that are really coping with the standards na I require them.
Okay. What other challenges, if there are, kung meron pa, at this point in time, that women are facing?
Ngayon?
I-juxtapose natin doon sa mga na-discover at na-realize mo when you were heading the women's desk. I'm sure you've learned a lot from there and discovered many things, the challenges that women faced at that time. Now, do women still face these challenges?
Yes, meron pa rin. Same challenges. Sa aming mga kapulisan, meron pa rin. You can still hear, senior officers saying na, nararamdaman ko na meron pa rin. But dito sa Pro 7, we are very fortunate that our regional director gave us the opportunity, mga babae, to lead mga stations in mga big cities dito sa Cebu.
Yes.
And they are performing naman well, di ba? Very good. So sabi niya, I think it's high time to try women. Because we keep on relying on men, and then pag nagkamali, nire-relieve, nililipat lang, and they're just transferring the problem. Why not try women naman this time?
Okay.
Na hindi, tingnan natin kung kaya. So, yun, nakita niya ang dami ngayong konsolasyon, mga babae. And I think they're doing very good naman. And at first, takot din sila, ma'am. Nagtatanong sila sa akin, kaya namin, ma'am, kasi first time namin, ma'am. Kasi ma'am, buong career namin nasa office kami. Ganun. So sabi ko sa kanila, lumabas kayo. Kasi pagsisisihan niyo pagdating ng panahon yan, na hindi ko ina-assign sa field. Nag-police pa kayo, so you should be able to run a police station. And manage a police station. So, ayun, nandun sila ngayon. Napapatakbon, then you read and read, study and study. Huwag kayong maniwala sa sinasabi na in place na lahat. Yung term namin police na dekahon.
Okay.
There is no such thing as dekahon. Because nag-change ang policy, nag-change ang law, nag-change din ang expectation ng mga tao sa atin. So, there's no such thing as dekahon. You review, you study, mag-aral. So, I think ginagawa naman siguro nila.
Outside of the police force, ma'am, ano yung mga challenges na nakikita ko natin? Because I'm sure when you were heading the women's desk, marami kang nakikitang dapat pang gawin as far as women's rights are concerned.
Yeah, marami pa. I think yung RA 9262 natin, maraming challenges yung implementation noon. And I believe in the sanctity of marriage and family life. and there should be a chance to make the family together if there is a chance. I just hope na sana there are provisions in the law that makes it mandatory for men
Okay.
to undergo a family counseling. Even if the case will not reach the court level, a mere report, sana they can now. Kasi puro tayo court order, court order, court order. How long will it take na makarating sa court? Wala na. Na fall out of love na, na complicate na ang may third party na, lumala na, nagtaba na lang ang babae sa stress yun, losyang na lang, alam mo yung ganon.
Okay.
Tapos yung lalaki, wala na, nasa ibang bahay na,
Okay.
nabuntis na yung other. So, because that's how long nadadaan
The
yung proseso
process,
na
okay.
pupunta sa korte with all the motions and etc. Although may family court na tayo, pero sa sobrang dami ng cases. So,
For the benefit of our public, ma'am, please educate them on the particular law you're talking about.
it's the Republic Act 9262, the Anti-Violence Against Women and
Okay.
Their Children's Act.
Okay.
Oo. Sana may ganon. Kasi ang nasa law lang kasi natin is nagsasabi na you volunteer. Sana automatic. Second is we should have a law na i-compensate mo victim, mandatory.
Okay.
And those assigned sa government and private sector, meron tayong sistema on how to divide the salary. And will go directly to the women or to the children na nasa hindi yung pupunta ka sa finance na makaawa for allotment. So there should be a law na there's a specific percentage na kahit maghiwalay ka sa bana mo and then mag-loan yung husband mo, pwede kasi mag-loan without the consent of the partner or the spouse hindi niya magalaw.
Okay.
Yung specific amount because that is allotted for the family na iniwan niya or whatsoever.
Okay.
And hindi nagbe-beg but we should have like that. Kaya makita mo somebody's pushing for divorce or whatever. My God, pupunta tayo sa divorce, yung annulled nga, hindi pa maayos-ayos yung salary, yung turn, alam mo yun? Yung compensation or whatsoever ng na biktima. We are not talking of divorce. So, ano na mangyayari sa mga bata? At saka sa mga babae na naiwanan at siya nag-alaga lahat ng mga anak at saka mga bata. So, the guilty party should compensate the victim. And whoever will ask for the annulment and divorce or whatsoever, at nalaman na siya yung guilty party, compensate the victim. Ang hirap kaya yung hiwalay ka, and then sabihin na, ano yan? Ay, hiwalay. Sa lalaki, bira mo makita yung hiwalay yung lalaki. Sa babae, pag hiwalay ka, tingin sa'yo, para ka nang naghahanap. Ang dami na, iba na tingin sa'yo eh.
Okay, so the stigma is more on women. Okay.
Yes. Kawawa. So, we need more laws pa. Let's not be contented with 9262. Ang dami pong challenges yung law na yun.
Hopefully, our legislators are watching and will be listening.
Even yung 7610, ang daming challenges. And then, nasa custody ng parent, ang nanay usually yung mga anak. Kawawa.
Paano po natin pinupunan yung mga pagkukulang na to as far as the police is concerned?
Sa clients namin, kinakausap na lang namin. No, binibigyan ng choices. Ganun. Yun kasi we cannot dictate our clients But we just provide opportunity. We refer them to appropriate agencies. Ang aming ginabuhat. And my instruction is, since ang VAUSI is a criminal case already, so men should be put in jail. They should be ma-fingerprint, ma-mugshot. They should be treated like a suspect ng murder, ng rape. Same lang yan. Kasi crime din naman ang pananakit kasi sa asawa. O partner mo, o ex-girlfriend, or ex-wife.
Yes. Ma'am, has it really been easy for women? Is it really easy for women these days in general? Mas madali na ba talaga these days for women?
Ngayon, is it... may mga bagay na makonsider ka na madali. Meron din yung mas, sabihin ko na challenging pa rin sa part ng babae. Siguro, I'm referring to the working parents, solo mothers, solo parents, mas ang challenge and demand. But it's easier naman kasi you can now communicate with children using the phone. Noon wala. So just imagine nag-abroad na nanay na maghintay ka ng letter
Yes.
and then magpipila ka mag long distance. Ngayon you can just chat and di ba? So it's easier emotionally na naka-attach ka pa rin doon sa iniiwanan mong pamilya. But yung difficulty naman doon is we expect women to be super woman these days. No? And nagagawa naman, but yung role mo at home, we are still performing it, even if we are now contributing sa yung production sa economic
Yes.
side. Still we're expected to handle the home.
To be the nurturer at
Exactly.
home.
So,
How would you describe the woman of today?
ngayon, mas aggressive ang babae ngayon. Aggressive na, yung parang gustong i-try lahat, gusto rin masubukan. Mas assertive ang babae. Yun. I think yun nakita ko mas ang babae ngayon.
What is your hope for the women of Cebu and the Philippines?
Ay, parang tatakbo ka ako congressman. For Cebu, I have seen a lot of women na maraming challenges dito sa Cebu. And last night umikot ako, nasa dulo ako. And I was able to see a woman who just gave birth to a baby, her fourth child. Ang husband niya nakakulong din na huli ng drugs. Living in a very miserable situation. Ang baho, ang dumi. And then naglagay lang ng isang kwarto para mabuhay, nagpapapasok na mag-drugs. It's a drug den.
Okay.
Parang may entrance 20 pesos ata. And then nagpapasuyok, nagpapadrugs siya doon. Yun ang livelihood niya. So, kung may mga babae na nagiging successful, actually marami pa rin babae ang nagiging miserable ang buhay.
Okay.
Because they have to suffer and take care of everything, especially when their husbands are no longer around or are in jail. So I think ito yung challenge sa aming mga kababaihan, and especially those in the public service, to how to help
Yes.
ito, family nito. Kaya by the end of the day, we always say na the family is the basic institution, the very foundation of this government. Now, what will happen to this government if yun, as very typical example, with 4 children and a woman who do not have any job, after the arrest of the husband, what happens next?
Okay.
Nobody's taking care of them. And ito yung next generation ng child prostitute, a mother that will abandon their children kung makahanap ng ibang lalaki, malnourished or probably death of the baby because very malnourished yung bata. And if we are already training a child to become a child in conflict with the law or a drug runner in the future. So,
Ma'am, nasabi mo na kasi, so tanongin na lang kita, I'll take this opportunity. What's your position on the proposal to lower the age of criminal responsibility?
okay lang sa akin. We have to, because the community can no longer, we try to increase by putting yung part ng diversion, but the community did not actually perform o di naging
Nag-cooperate.
hindi nag-operational I mean, kung meron man, very few. And so kung we will lower the criminal liability, meron namang protection pa rin isa-set for children, like kung convicted yung bata for committing heinous crime, ilalagay sa rehabilitation. We really have to separate
Yes.
a person, even adult na i-rehab, a child, para ma-rehabilitate at makapag-undergo ng tamang proseso para mawala yung stigma ng pag-commit niya ng krimen, magkaroon siya ng realization na mali yung ginawa niya at mabigyan siya ng appropriate intervention that is suitable kung ano yung
To the age.
and need ng bata.
Okay.
Kasi every child is unique.
Okay.
Iba-ibang parent, iba-ibang environment, iba-ibang experience. So there is no formula na pareho sa kay A, kay B, do parehong edad at parehong crime na gi-commit. Magkaiba yun. So for me, let us lower it para mabigyan ng tamang intervention. And this can be provided by experts. Rather than meron tayong diversion, but there is no social worker in the barangay. Wala nga plantilya. And then, sabihin natin na...
Yan pa rin yung challenge na yun.
Yun, I was talking to barangay captains, why not talk to your, your, yung liga? Come up with a resolution. You lobby to your mayor or dun sa taas, congressman or whatsoever, na maglagay ng plantilya sa barangay na registered social worker. And hindi lang dapat isa. Because ang problema sa family and children is 24/7. So there should be a 24/7 social worker in the barangay who is trained in handling all of these kind of concerns or issues. Sabi nila, lack of budget. Naku, Diyos ko, tinyente pa ako, lack of budget. Na, ang dami mong budget. Ang kalsada nga, sinisira natin kahit bupe, no? O, ikaw na lang kasimple, may budget po. It's a matter of siguro priority. You should, kaya this is the high time election, no? To put leaders na who knows ano ba talaga ang need at problema sa barangay. There was this one barangay captain who asked nga, ma'am, pwede niyo kami tulungan para magkaroon ng rehab ang Cebu City because punong-puno na ang DOH sa Angkaw. Sabi ko, hindi ko sinabi trabaho mag-rehab pero we will help you, you know, facilitate and so advocacy na rin namin to convince siguro or may magtayo. Ang luwang-luwang ng bundok doon sa taas, diba? Tayo ko ng rehab doon.
Because we really need more rehab centers.
Marami. We really need for Cebu City, we need, siguro maglakad ka from Dulho, Fatima, Pasil, makikita mo kung pwede i-rehab mo lahat din nandoon. Mag-start sa attitude, character ng tao, rehabilitation.
Ma'am, what's your advice to those who might want, the young girls who might want to go into police service?
Go for your dream. Ang requirement kasi ngayon, at least college graduate. So,
okay.
So if you want to be...
Hindi yan requirement before?
No, requirement na rin since 1997.
Okay.
Doon sa nagkaroon ng yung passage ng Republic Act 8551, yung Reform Act ng PNP. Noon kasi high school, 72 units pwede. But this time is college graduate and you should be able to have your eligibility. No? So kahit anong course po, mag-social worker ka, teacher, nurse, engineer, hotel restaurant management, man ang course mo, IT courses, basta 4-year course, pwede ka pumasok sa PNP after graduation.
Wala pong what's the minimum age requirement?
21
Okay.
to 30 years old.
Okay.
But if you, I think you are lawyers, doctors, I think it's until 35, I think. Because technical naman nila, yung pare, pwede ho yan.
Anong advice mo?
Doctor.
Anong advice mo for them kung makapasok sila sa academy? What's your advice for them to be able to sustain inside?
If you go inside, you should be determined muna, determined. Kasi determination mo will keep you stay inside, no? And second, ang papasukan mo training, hindi boarding house or a dormitory ng state university ng gobyerno. It is entirely a different dormitory. It's a training facility for our police.
Hindi siya beauty camp.
Hindi siya beauty camp. Hindi rin. Kasi sila talaga beauty mo doon. Mabababad ka sa araw. Magiging maikli yung buhok mo kasi wala ka man time magpatuyo pag ganyan. So, kailangan putulin ng maikli.
Pero requirement din, ma'am, no? sa loob, kailangan talagang...
Yan i-require. Una, because you want to have the time para magsuklay-suklay at itali yung buhok na yan. Because of the nature ng training, you're on the move anytime.
Mm.
So, it's better na maikli para wala kang nasikasuhin. Okay, so ganon. And i-team ka talaga. Ganon.
So these are the things you have to take into
Yes.
consideration.
Then, regimented ang life. Everything is may oras. So, hindi ka pwede gumawa ng sarili mong oras. Mag-adjust ka sa oras na binigay sa'yo. Because that's part of the training. That's part sa discipline. And may time frame, lahat. So, disiplina pa rin yun.
Do you have to be away from your family
Oo naman.
during the training?
Yes, during the training, away. Walang communication, ganyan. Away.
Okay.
So, lahat ng mga walang cellphone initially, walang relo, minsan di mo na alam yung oras, marinig mo na lang yung calls. Alam, oras na pala kumain, oras na pala matulog, oras na magising, mga ganun. And then,
So mas makakainan ba if wala mo ng love life kung mag-PPA
better.
Academy?
I think better. Breaking mo muna boyfriend mo, girlfriend mo, then you go inside para walang
You focus,
mag-stress. Yeah,
Kasi kung walang communication, ako mahirap yan.
Kaya kailangan determined ka. Tandaan mo ang pinasukan mo, hindi dormitory ng ordinary state university. So it's entirely different. So do not look for luxury or comfort inside because wala po doon sa loob yan.
Ma'am, this is Women's Month. What's your message to the men watching?
Hello, we're friends and we're partners. We're friends and partners, and we are here not to compete with you guys, but to partner with you, to complement, for development. Yun po ang I hope that you will also look on us the same manner, Ganun na po. Yun na po ang message ko. Kasi magkakasawa na, lecture mo po yan ng gender, fairness, just, equality. So, now let's be partners. Ganun lang. Di ba? Pag partner, we complement.
Colonel Garma, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for the
yes.
time you have
Salamat po.
given us. Thank you so much.
Tanongin mo ako sa Miss Universe question.
Tinatanong ko na. Our guest in today's episode of Power Women, the head of the Cebu City Police Office, Director Royina Garma. Thank you so much again, ma'am, for joining us today. And join us again next time as we continue to pay tribute to women who are not afraid to make a difference. I'm Gilbert Ocal, the online editor of The Freeman, and this is Power Women Season 2.